We're gonna start in a couple seconds, man. Wilmer, how's it going, man? 26. We're gonna start in a couple seconds. Thank you for the people now joining in. Trying to make this thing happening right now. There you go. It's a little bit tricky. We're going to get it done. Hopefully. Just setting up my my other iPad. We're going to get it done, man. Thank you so much for people that are tuning in. We're going to start in a couple seconds. I'm just opening my other account. Just give me a second. Yeah, shout out to people signing in, Metropolitan City 25 and others. Wilmer, how's it going, man? What's up? All right, people, thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Let me set up the iPad that I have, and then we're going to just continue. So Bulgaria, the internet is not as strong like we have in the States. So you have to squeeze in and try to just get as much as you can on signal. So it's a little bit tricky. There we go. We got it here. Let's see, what do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. That's the password away. That's the password, man. It goes from 1 to 10. All right. Just go here. Then I do this. It's a little bit slowly, but we're going to make it happen. It's all good. All right, folks. So we're going to start in this episode, which is episode number 26. My experience on Bulgaria. Hopefully, we're going to get it done. Shout out to people that is connecting. Remember to donate to the podcast, which is very important. That way you just keep this platform alive. It's very important. For those that are in my Instagram, they can go directly to my link, and you will have all the information in the link. And make sure that you sign up as well. Sign up, and that way you can get updates regarding the podcast. Make sure you also can listen to the podcast in the other platform. It's Google Radio, iHeart, all those third-party platforms. Shout out to people that's joining in my other Instagram account, which is PJAlpha_podcast. Very straightforward. Episode 26. And we're going to be straight. Okay. Okay, sure. Donate. Thanks. All right, so let's start. If you guys hear a couple of beeps and stuff like that, it's just I have clients. I work as a real estate as well, and I try to keep myself connected still in New York City. All right. So a lot of people coming in, love it. I love it a lot, love it. So today is going to be very important for me. I'm going to be talking about basically reborn, right? Reborn. Very important to me. I always do this kind of trips at least once in a year just to, make sure that I reborn myself again and really, really, really start thinking about all the ideas in my life as a whole. Very important for me. Very important. Okay, so let's go straight to the point. Okay, so today the title, Bulgaria, right? Bulgaria. And I'm going to share something very, very interesting which happens to me last year when I was in Tuscany. Shout out to the people, Middleton, who just joined in, and other people. Aferrado Donizetti from Brazil. Hello. So I went last year to Italy, correct? And I met a lot of great people, great musicians, great thing happened when I was in Italy. Shout out to Wilmer. We're having a conversation through Facebook. Great guy, great guy. Make sure you follow him in Facebook and all the platforms. Wilmer, give me your social media info. I'm going to give you a shout out. So basically, I went to Tuscany and I, of course, went there for a workshop. I wanted to improve not only my playing, but of course, meet new people and hopefully make new connections as well. And something happened, I mean, by the end of the date. Shout out to Mary. Thank you for turning in. So people start coming in. Very good. Demetrius, shout out to you as well. So by the end of the trip, I felt so different. And I wanted to do a lot of things, And I have a moment of just realization, like, hey, Pablo, this is something you can just do every damn day or every month. Just traveling around, working from home or from your computer. And all of a sudden I said, you know what? I should just start doing a podcast. You start doing a podcast, you start talking about things. Shout out to Amadeo, great guy. Always tuning in. That's great. And I said, you know what, man? To hell with this. I'm going to do a podcast. Dimitri, aloha. And I started the podcast. And I'm a huge self-development guy. I love self-development. I went to see Les Brown in Jersey. Great experience. For those folks that they haven't heard or have any experience with a motivational speaker, you guys need that. You guys need that for real. Motivational speakers, it's one thing to really listen to them when you are in YouTube channel, which is good. But something else, shout out to Antonio. Something is very different when not only you have the experience, but when you go and have a live experience. Live experience is something that is really going to change your state, which is what you want when you really are in a routine. You want to change your state a little bit, just to check things, you need to check things around. You cannot just be in the same routine all over. If the routine is just to improve yourself, it's good. Madeo's saying, which piece has been my most difficult one? Or concerto? Beethoven Appassionata. That's for piano pieces. Appassionata for sure. Yeah, that's true, Dimitrios. Always, Les Brown said, always shoot for the moon. I mean, you miss it, you will land. I'm on the star. That's my favorite. That's my favorite quote from him. There's two quotes that he has. He said, there's no enemy within that the enemy outside can do you no harm. Something like along those lines. Very good quotes. Yeah, and yeah, if you have a routine, make sure that routine is always changing. If you're not changing your routine, you're just stuck in a comfort zone, right? Your comfort zone, it should be something that you're not comfort. You should be uncomfort every day. Hopefully, because conformity means that you just reach a state of just being comfortable, too comfortable. Yeah, too comfortable. It could be just going to a sofa. That's something I'm not willing to do. So now I went to Bulgaria, and I'm here with Bulgaria. A lot of great people, a lot of great musicians, a lot of good food. That's something that you can just tell from society how good is their food. The food is very good. It's very good. The coffee is very good, very similar to Italian, or mostly espresso. That's what they do. It's not like us Americans. We like to just take a cup of coffee and just walk walk by, which is fine. Don't get me wrong, it's fine, but hello, you know. Now, this time I wanted to go not only because I needed to go and have an experience with an orchestra, but I felt like I was still in the same routine, right? I was getting better, right? And I did a concert last week, all cool. But I wanted that change. Very uncomfortable, a lot of money. It's fine. It's fine. But I made a decision. And I came here, never thought I was just going to take a plane and just go to Bulgaria. I never thought about it. But hey, I'm here. And again, it's a great decision. Great decision not only because I think it's good, no. Because I can really now feel the difference between what I was doing in a year and what it felt to just change it. So now that I change it, and I don't have the option of just going in distraction mode, I feel reborn. Yeah. And you always want to just make sure that you just go to the basics. Basics are very important. Basics are very important regarding growth because basics is just the root of a tree. Antonio, I know what you mean. That's true, man. You know what's up. You know what's up. What's up? So these things has to clearly be in mind when you're dealing with self-development, right? Very important. Very important. Now you have to go back and start thinking if all those decisions that you did last year were the correct one. Where do you stand today and when you stand yesterday? To be honest, and I'm going to be very honest with myself, I want to be further from where I am. I am further from where I thought, but I wanted to go further. I have to be honest. I cannot just lie to myself and just say that everything is okay. No, everything is not okay because, of course, I want more. That's the truth. That is the harsh truth. I want more. There's nothing wrong with that. Make sure you follow Wilmer LeBron, those that are in social media. He's a great guitar player. Make sure that you just go there and subscribe to his YouTube channel. Great guy, has a great blog. Amazing guy. Shout out to him. Very good. And thank you so much, bro, for following me on Facebook, man. Thank you. So that's what's up. Now, here's the part that I noticed that I really improved. Thanks, man. That's what I do. Oh, great. Thank you, Demetrios. Thank you, man. So, something that I really noticed in my approach to all this, the confidence to just go, right, and start to talking to people. Why is that? Because I changed my job. Now I'm not a musician. I'm a realtor. I work with real estate. So that means I have to interact with people all the time. And I noticed I really developed not only more confidence, but conversation techniques. Conversation techniques, which is very important. Very important. Looking to body language, always trying to be sure that you are ahead of the game. Very important. And for some reason, right? I don't know why I never did that decision before. I really don't know. I couldn't just do that decision before. Now, the more I think about this, I realize it was more than not just making a decision. Because I thought, okay, I'm a musician, I need to just teach piano. It was because I was afraid of change. Fear of failure. There you go, man. Antonio, fear of failure. You know how bad is fear of failure, man? It's like a spine that never goes away. Even when you keep procrastinating shit that you're supposed to do, it just keep going, man. You're still 50 years old and you still have that fear in your back. And that's a bummer. And I really don't like it. The worst, yeah, Antonio, I do agree. It's the worst. It's so bad, man, it's so bad that people kill themselves for that. Always looking over your shoulder. Antonio, you're right the money, man. You're right the money. Yeah. But the important thing is that it can be changed. It can be changed. Right now, I'm still in Bulgaria. I finished my one of the books that I was reading in the airplane. I'm reading another one. Another change. Now more into the reading, which is very good. I can see the changes. Shout out to Memoir. To those folks that are now connecting. Very good. And reading is something that I never thought I was just going to just pick up and just making sure they at least have a book close to my bed. I never thought about that. Now it just happened. Very natural. I don't have to force it. I don't have to really push myself to do it. I just have my book there and I start reading. Interesting enough, the more that you read, the more you can just start connecting your ideas. When you're presented with things that you never thought were opportunities. And let me just give you an example. Again, I started working as a marketer as well. And now I'm willing to take more chances. Mike, comedy. Yo, what's up, man? What's up? Shout out to Mike, the comedy, great guy, great comedian. Make sure that you support his Instagram. Great guy, man. Great guy. Amazing comedian. Make sure you go to his own Instagram account and follow him. How's Bulgaria? Yo, it's good, man. It's not bad. I have to tell you, man. There's a lot, man. There's a lot. It's a lot of good stuff here, man. Don't get me wrong. A little bit too much European for my taste, but you know how it is, man. I cannot come to Europe and just yo. I hit back today, man. Tomorrow's my leg day. Yo, the worst. I know. Leg day is the worst, but it has to be done, man. Make sure you follow him in Instagram and Twitter and all social media platforms. Mike Bain, comedian. Great guy, man. So, listen. Things can be done. Yo, Mike, what's up, man? Yo, doing my episode. There you go, leg day. Yo, that's good, man. I just hit back this morning, man. Not bad. Hey, Bulgaria's good, man. Bulgaria's good. It's good. It's huh? I said I'm holding down the fort in Brooklyn. Oh my goodness, man. What's up with the? I think he's coming back at the end of the week. He's coming back. Yeah. I think so. I'm trying to figure that out. I'm talking to our friend. I'll let you know when I know. Listen, whatever happens, we have to deal with it, man. Yeah. But don't worry about that now. I shouldn't even say anything. Don't worry, man. Well, thank you for calling, man. Hey, make sure that you follow Mike Bain on Instagram. What's your Instagram, man? Yeah, at Mike Bain Comedy. Yeah. Instagram and Twitter. Make sure you go to Twitter, Instagram, and follow him. Mike, I'll talk to you later, man. It's 90 degrees here in New York City for the next 4 days. No, 67, man. 67 in Bulgaria. It's not that bad. All right, man. I'll let you get back to your thing. All right, man. I'll talk to you later. All right. Thank you for calling, huh? I'll see you, Papa. All right. Yo, my main great comedian is always is also in the self-development stuff. Great guy, love to read. Good people to have around, man. He really pushed me when I go to the gym, doing like the which I hate, to be honest. I'm not even lying. So going through this is something that I really, really, really think about now that I go to my bed every night, man. Every night I just go to bed, and now I'm just thinking about: am I missing a day? Am I closer to my dreams? Am I closer to my goals? Yo, Antonio, you from New York City, man? Antonio's from New York City. Nice to see. Nice to know that. Oh my goodness, we should check, dude. We should just drink a coffee, man. Talking about stuff, man. Crazy, yeah, I know. So yeah, now this is a thing that I had to just share regarding my future as a musician. San Diego, you moved to New York City, something happened, man. Now that I have to tackle music, right? I noticed that I cannot play music. I cannot play live music for 7 days a week. I cannot play seven days a week as a musician. I can't. It's something that I'm not willing to do. But I'm willing to just spend more time in music, but being smart. Now, here's my answer to that. So that means that when I do a concert, for example, here, I need to know that that concert is going to be not only an experience, but an asset to just what is going to upcome in the future. So see, now we're talking business. See, it's a little bit more different. And this is what I'm talking about when you just change your mind from a musician or an artist to an entrepreneur. I'm in Bulgaria. I'm having a time here. I'm having a blast. But I'm thinking of what's the asset of my trip. Now you can say, okay, Pablo, you're being kind of crazy. I think this is too much. No. Taking a trip to another country, it should have some you should relax, but also you should have an asset to that trip. You also need a goal to that trip. Yeah, because you want always to just make sure that you just get stuff done, There's nothing wrong with that. It's just reality, right? If you want to give the momentum, which we were talking about that in the last episode, you have to make sure that, again, things get done, because you don't want to just go back and have all this stuff going crazy. You don't want that. And things can go downhill easily. Easily. So the fact that now I'm thinking about my assets, that means there's a difference between me and my last year. I'm getting sharper. And all those things just happen, just me making changes. Making changes is all you need to just make this thing happen. Antonio says all it takes is a strong night. No, man, I'm cool with that. I don't drink that much. But we can drink some beer. I don't drink that much, but we can do a beer. I'm cool with that. Now, very interesting about this next experience. Before I came to Bulgaria, something that I noticed in my mind, I was like, oh, okay, I'm going to be here for 2 weeks. I'm not going to do the podcast. I'm going to be busy. No. And I said, you know what? No, I'm going to pick up this microphone. I'm going to put it there, and I'm going to do my episodes, because I don't want to regret it. See, I knew that the situation was bad, because I knew if I said, you know what, let me just come back to Bulgaria, I'm going to regret it. Experience Sharing experience, good experience with other people can change life. Can really change life. Not only for better, right? But even to change the world. Listen. Things can get better. But changes have to have happened at home. It cannot just happen like a magic ball. No, it cannot happen like that, man. I would like to see, and I'm very intrigued. What am I going to become in the future, in a year from now? If I'm still the same person, that means I haven't stretched myself as much as I know I can. I should send more emails. I should do more in my computer. Because I know I can do it. I know I can do it. Well, all these, again, comes from one thing: responsibility. And responsibility is a muscle. And all start, this sounds kind of crazy, but all start just cleaning your bed every morning. Make sure that morning, every time that you wake up, you just make your bed. Shout out to Andy. It's all those simple things. Crazy enough, huh? But it's true. Making your bed is one thing. Brushing your teeth not only in the morning but in the night. But you create a discipline, right? You create discipline. Discipline starts from the time that you just wake up, the time that you go to bed. Listen at least once a day motivational speakers. Yeah, and make sure it's a routine that you just have. If I'm still, again, if I just go in a year from now and I'm still in the same place, that means that I haven't stretched myself enough to just see the changes. That's the truth. Shout out to Papa and the SRN. Ali as well. It's the truth. Listen. We all want freedom. Yeah, Antonio, retail is that sounds crazy, man, but it's true. It's the truth, man. It's like a ritual. You just wake up in the morning, just make your bed, brush your teeth. While you brush your teeth, just make sure you put a less brown, 15 minutes or less brown, and you'll see changes. Because I remember when I was in Wyoming, I was in state Wyoming studying music, right? And I noticed that the only thing that was keeping me alive were those 15 minutes a day of Les Brown. That stuff was keeping me alive, man. I'll tell you, if I didn't have Les Brown every day, 15 minutes a day, it will be horrendous. I'll be crazy. It would be crazy. I couldn't even do it. But I knew the time when that year just went by, I was completely a new person. Completely new person. My belief system was completely new. Was transformed, not new, transformed. Now here's the catch. It sounds easy, right? Just put a Les Brown line or Tony Robbins, Sid Ziglar, anything. All right? You can do it. It sounds easy, but it's not. That's the crazy stuff. You know why? Because it's positive energy. Positive energy is not as addicted to negative energy. You only take one rotten apple to just destroy the entire basket. One. Only one. Only take one. You take one, and you have a good basket of apples, and you don't take the one that's rotten, I will assure you, next day or 2 days, the entire basket is going to be rotten. Only one. That sounds crazy, but it's the truth. Now, the world is going crazy. Politics going crazy. But that's a distraction. That is a distraction. No matter what happens in politics, no matter what happens in the world, it's a distraction. A distraction for the fact that your mission needs to be accomplished. Your mission in this world needs to be accomplished. Because that means that you're not only helping yourself, right? But you're helping others. Helping others is what really have meaning in your success. Notice that a lot of artists, when they become successful, they still depressed. Not only depressed, but at the end, they still, unfortunately, they kill themselves or just, go crazy like that. Shout out to Papa. Why is that? Because they don't have a mission. Missions is not only when you succeed, right? But you just teach others how to be successful. That not only just become a mission, that became how you become an immortal person. That's when you realize, oh, okay, so now I'm just sharing my success, and I feel happy because of it. Why is that? Because now you have a meaning in life, and money will just come through it. Freedom will just come through it. But that has to be a mission that need to be established. When you start sharing your experience with the others and start teaching your experience with the others, that's when you know, okay, I made it happen. Because now you have a complete mission. That's very important. Millions are not going to make it happen. Don't get me wrong. I would like to have millions and just, settle my debts and stuff like that. That's cool. That's cool. But I know more. I'm very truthful with myself. Millions are not going to make me happy. Right? My mission is what's going to make me more. That's going to make me happy, for sure. Because it's a goal. See, you cannot just hit a goal when you don't have one. You cannot hit it. You cannot hit a target when you don't have one target. Again, like I said all the time in my podcast, you can throw stuff in the wall, you're hoping that something stick. But for guarantee, it's not going to be a target. Yeah, a target needs to be established. Not only to assure that you just trying to hit that thing that we call a target, but to make sure that you really become a better person and better what you do. And that can really start in the simple things, man. And I spoke about this before in the podcast. That can be a problem with pornography. That can be a problem with masturbation. That can be a problem with drugs. It all depends, It's not the same with a lot of folks. It can be just drinking a lot of coffee, just smoking. It has to be very small things. But there has to be a purpose. There has to be a reason why you're doing what you're doing. Okay? Maybe you feel unhappy because you have a problem with addiction. Huh? Listen, addiction is a problem. And a lot of people know that they struggle with cigarette, or they struggle with simple things. They just struggle with watching TV or watching sports. They're still in addiction. Yeah, Antonio, I know how it is, man. But still has to be confronted. At least that's the beginning of something. At least that's the target. And that's what I'm trying to just say. At least that's the target. Papoa, send me a message, man. You want to do a podcast? Let's get it done. But you have to send me a message. We can just set up something. Yeah? Make sure you see my email. Make sure to send me an email. And we're going to set it up. We're going to make it happen. I would like to do a Skype first. So, folks, came here to Bulgaria to just have a reborn moment in my life, which is very important. Yeah, I want to see myself. I want to just test myself. who am I now and who I was in the past. That way I can just become a better person in the future. Better person in the future, that means as a better person for those that surround me. A better person influencing those that are surrounding me, I can just show to the world who I am. For real. Because one thing is very important is honesty. All right, we would like to just skip around about honesty, but honesty is very important. It's a very hard thing to just achieve because we are afraid of what people is going to think, which is going to be another thing just to talk about, because we can just go here. We can just go here for hours, man, about honesty. Honesty is one. You're going to have a lot of haters because you're honest. But they're not going to hate you because you're honest. They're going to hate you because you're just becoming a real person, true to yourself. When you can become true to yourself, that means you can see reality for what it is. Reality is something that you never want to cover with a towel or with your palm of your hands. That's what it is. Make sure you keep yourself honest. And thank God they made cameras, because when you put yourself on a camera, that's when you have to realize, oh, crap, I need to be honest about a lot of things. You don't want to create an image of someone that you're not. You don't want to do that. And you're human, man. That's the thing. Being human is okay to be human. We make mistakes all the time. But you have to be accountable. Accountability has to be put in. All right, folks. So I'm going to finish my podcast number 26, Bulgaria continues, with the subtitle of Reborn. Again, make sure that you, for those that are on Instagram, go to the links in the bio. Make sure that you donate something. I'm going to greatly appreciate it. And that way you can just support the podcast and the platform. And those that are on Facebook, the links are in the comment section and the description as well. And make sure that you also help the platform in the other stations as Google Radio, Apple Radio, iHeart, and so on and so forth. We're going to really appreciate it. So with this tone and with these lines, I want to end this podcast. Yeah, man, Antonio. I know. Antonio says, oh, so many thoughts with this conversation. I know, man. I know. I know I help the community. Papa Robert says, what do you think of Brazilian podcast? Brazilian podcast is good, man. I don't speak no Portuguese, man. I speak Spanish and English. That's it. We can make something happen. Just make sure that you send an email. We can just set it up. But it has to be well done. Okay. All right, folks. So I'm going to finish. Thank you so much for tuning in, and make sure you also follow me on Anchor.fm.com, which is where my platform is mainly hosted. Okay, they are a good platform. Make sure that you guys go there. In my links all over the place. I'm all over the place. My PJAlphaMusic.com. You're going to find the platform there as well, and all the links in the bio and all that stuff. All right, guys. No further ado. I will see you later. Goodbye.